Hey, this is Peter, this is Philip, we're back again. And we'd like to talk about Stephen Chow today. And, he's a very funny guy. I first heard of him when they released Shaolin Soccer. I saw previews for that movie and wanted to go see it, but could never catch it in theater. So I borrowed it from a friend after he had bought the movie and watched it and couldn't get over how funny that dude is. I mean, he wrote it, he directed it, he acted in it. I mean, it was great. And then he comes out with Kung Fu Hustle just a couple years ago. I mean, Kung Fu Hustle is awesome. And then I go back and I actually look at some of his early movies that he didn't direct, that he went and it's, I can't even pronounce the Chinese word for it, but there's a special type of comedy out there that's like zany stuff. Think what Monty Python is to British comedy, this dude is to like Chinese comedy kind of stuff. That's kind of the equivalent. So if you know Monty Python and how wacky and zany and off on a tangent they can get, you kind of know what Stephen Chow is. So yeah, we sat and watched the rest of
All for the Winner.
There we go, All for the Winner. All for the Winner yesterday, and that's a good movie, isn't it?
But it's a parody of God of Gambling.
Right. But All for the Winner, I mean,
oh yeah,
if a movie does not make sense, especially a foreign movie, in that Peter does not watch movies from other countries, and they just confuse him because he's trying to read the subtitles, and they just blow by, and then he doesn't understand something, and he gets stuck on it, and it kind of just loops and snowballs, and he misses everything else.
Well, yeah, somehow, well, I do recall somewhere on Stephen Chow's profile, of course, that he starred in the second God of Gambling.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, which is kind of a sequel to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they took the character from God of Gambling, the Chow Yun Fat character from God of Gambling, and stuck him with the Stephen Chow character from All for the Winner. And, yeah. And then, so if you go back and look at some of Stephen Chow's early work, he's done some very funny stuff. I mean, you can't believe how young he looks, but I mean, he's done some funny things. He's also done... What else has he done, Peter?
Well, that's all. Well, he did Lookout Officer.
Exactly. And then he did Lookout Officer with... And the officer, the officer that quote-unquote dies, that's kind of like the ghost thing throughout the movie. You would know him as the head officer from Mr. Nice Guy, a Jackie Chan movie. Which is the first time I saw him in that, and then I saw him in Lookout Officer, and I went, oh my god, it's the dude from the Jackie Chan movie. So yeah. And I mean, if you look at Stephen Chow, you can find all sorts of people that you'll see in other movies.
Well,
and in fact...
There was a remake of Fist of Fury.
Right. And in fact, I've got to show you Fight Back to School. That's
yeah.
another good one. You'll reckon... No, not in Fight Back to School, but Fight Back to School 2. You'll recognize the guy. If any of you have ever seen the movie Kung Fu, the guy that plays Art Chu, and that kind of like... It's like Kung Fu, but... It's like the Kung Fu stuff from back in the 70s, David Carradine, except kind of more modern now. And so it's pretty cool. Yeah. But the lead dude from there played one of the guys in Fight Back to School 2. And all three Fight Back to School movies and that had Stephen Chow in it. And the first two are really good, but I have not seen the third, but I heard that the third is very, very weak.
Why?
I don't know. Just that's what the reviews say. I may have to check it for myself because the reviews aren't always right. I know that one for certain. There's a lot of things I like that the reviewers don't like. Or critics don't like. But, scoot back inside the cam. Okay? So yeah, Stephen Chow is a very funny guy, and we highly recommend you watching some of his movies. I mean, you won't get some of it the first time around, but I'm certain you'll get a lot more of it the second time around. And that, like, the comedy and stuff. I mean, if this guy could get it, and understand it, and laugh at it, then I'm certain a lot of you out there could sit and watch it and understand it and get it. It may take you 2 times through the movie to get it, and so it'll take many hours to go and watch. But you will enjoy Stephen Chow.
A lot of hilarious stuff.
Very hilarious stuff. So, should we end our video on that?
Yeah.
Okay, we shall end our video on that, and let's wave goodbye, and
Bye.
let's think of some tags that we can stick on this video that'll make it look cool over this way. And that, so, see ya.
Bye.